Today's episode, I'm so excited to share with you what the experience will be like in my Retirement Ready Bootcamp. I hope you'll join me. We kick off on June 3rd at 11 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So if you're unable to meet at that time, there will be replays, but give this episode a listen to know specifically what you will learn and what you will walk away with knowing. Welcome to Wealthy After 40, where I help you turn retirement uncertainty into a clear, actionable plan. If you're thinking about retirement but feel unsure whether it's even possible, I understand. The gap between where you are now and where you want to be can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to. Hi, I'm Daylene Higgins, founder of Elevate Finances and your personal financial coach. Having retired at the age of 50 and have enjoyed over 2 years of retirement bliss, I'm here to help you create your retirement dream and make it a reality. No more wondering, no more guessing, just taking action and building a future for yourself. Join me each week as I guide you through essential topics such as budgeting, cash flow, lifestyle planning, debt and savings, insurance, Medicare, and Social Security. Together, we'll build a strategy to help you achieve the retirement you've always desired. It's time to shift from uncertain to unstoppable and make your retirement dreams a reality. The last 4 episodes, we have covered how budgeting can help you with retirement planning, how to rewrite the 3 most common retirement fears so that you're able to make progress. I've showed you how to assess your retirement readiness. And last week's episode was why creating a vision is the first step in retirement planning. I'm excited to share with you about my Retirement Ready Bootcamp. But before I do, I have a quick story. So I remember sitting in my office early 2000s, my new office, shortly after starting my new job. I had been with an agency for 17 years. And so as I'm sitting in this office, I quickly calculated how long before I would reach full pension age. A little panic set in. I only had 13 years to get my finances in order and prepare myself for retirement. I'm sure you can relate as you're sitting there thinking, I only have this long. A little bit of panic. So I'm going to share with you the things I did. I had been budgeting for a while, but not necessarily, it was not a retirement-driven budget. I knew at that time it was time to get serious and focused on retirement, the one thing. So here are the 5 things that I did. Number 1, I continually crafted a budget that was more and more retirement focused. We have to rework those budgets. I made sure I was spending my money where I wanted and freeing up what I could for retirement savings. I spent a lot of time budgeting. I really do believe budgets have power, and I help my clients really lean into this and understand this. Second, I defined my savings rate. I've talked about that before on the podcast, and I worked on increasing that rate as quickly as possible. I believe my rate was right around 10% when I started, and in that 15 years, because I did 15 years, I got it up past 20%. I then also created savings not only towards retirement, but for stability as well. I made sure I had my sinking funds ready for any emergency, anything that happened. I was able to replace a roof, a home remodel we did, and an air conditioner had to be replaced. Those are just a few things that happened during those 13 years. The 4th thing I did was I learned how to enjoy my money in the present while I was enjoying all the things, but also while still being intentional about preparing for the future. The 5th thing I did, and this is probably Where I got most growth, but it could be frustrating, was I spent time reading and learning and asking questions where I could about retirement planning. What do I do next? What does this mean? All of those things. I honestly didn't know if I was on the right path. I had not come across anything that said step 1, step 2, step 3, but I did feel like I was making progress. This took time. It was slow. And I read everything I could about the topics that I thought I needed to know for planning retirement. There was the level of, okay, I need to know more about this. I need to know more about that. How am I doing this? And so it was a very, journey of consuming and reading. Podcasts were not big back then. I did read blogs. And it was that journey that prompted me to create the Retirement Ready Bootcamp. Not only the bootcamp, but the reason I am coaching individuals who are wanting to get really clear on their retirement planning. The bootcamp is for women and couples who are ready to get serious about retirement planning. The bootcamp will give you knowledge of all the areas that are important in retirement planning. I've just made it simple. Here's what you need to focus on. Here is how you figure that out. If you're ready to finally get clear on what those steps look like, head over to elevatefinances.us/bootcamp and join the next Retirement Ready Bootcamp session. This current session begins June 3rd. Link is also down in the show notes. What are we going to cover inside this bootcamp? Day 1 is going to be how to increase your retirement readiness. We're going to have you do a self-assessment using a simplified version of my scorecard that I use in my VIP session so that you'll better understand where you stand in all of these areas. Are you on track? Do you need to give more focus? What specifically is that focus? As we define what those areas are, there's also going to be the next step or the next focus, making it simple for you. On day 2, we'll cover how to create a retirement lifestyle that you'll love. And we talked about this last week, but during the bootcamp, I will help you create your retirement vision statement. We're going to dive in deeper. We're going to hopefully help you get past that resistance, past the barriers and those judgment pieces that we're all bringing in, get rid of those beliefs that we have about retirement, and really just have a empty palette to work from. Day 3, I'll help you figure out if you have enough retirement savings, or if you will, and what to do if you don't. We'll identify the gap between where you are, what you need, and that gap, we can pull some levers. There's some things we can do. We'll talk about what those are, what those look like, and help you be able to close that gap more quickly. Or if it's right on your timeline, then you're set and you'll just keep doing the work. Day 4 is a bonus day. On day 4, you will have the opportunity to receive a 30-minute one-on-one coaching. You'll get to sign up when that works for you on that day. You'll be able to take the information, come and sit with me. We'll spend 30 minutes individualizing what that will look like for you, where you're stuck, how to move past what that next step is. I just want you to be able to have a retirement planning path more succinctly laid out than I did. I don't want you to have to go consume podcast after podcast. I don't want you to have to go consume blog after blog. However, I do advocate for learning. There's a lot of things you can learn, and there's a lot of things that I don't necessarily cover in this bootcamp, but I give you the idea, the understanding that these are all of the areas. If you're ready to get clear on what you need to worry about, what are some first few steps you can take, this bootcamp is for you. So again, head to elevatefinances.us/bootcamp, or the link can be found down in the show notes. And if you're unable to attend live, the replays will be sent out for you to watch at a later time. But just be sure to watch those before your coaching appointment on day 4. I'm so excited to share this information in this 3-day, quote, 4-day experience, and I hope you will join me as well. Going on the journey alone was a lot of work. It took up a lot of my time. It was cumbersome. I always felt like I was trying to figure out what that next thing was. And then when I was like, okay, I think it's this, I enjoyed the learning and the growing, but it was not quick. This bootcamp will simplify, help you know exactly what it is that you need to do in your retirement planning from where you are at the time of this bootcamp and moving forward. Again, I hope you'll join me, and we'll see you next week. And be sure to tune in this Friday to the bonus episode with CFP Brian Hune, where we talk about how he helps people reach financial freedom while also creating what dream, what purpose, what desire they have. Some of them are even midstream in their working efforts. Brian shares a lot of wonderful insights, and I hope you will tune in. Thanks for listening. Each week, my goal is to help you get one step closer to retirement so you can be excited for that big day instead of stressed and just hoping it will work out. If today's episode got you thinking about your retirement planning and wondering if you're on the right track, let's connect. Schedule a free Q&A call to discuss your retirement needs and how I can support you in creating a retirement that's possible. Or if you know you're ready, schedule your Retirement Ready VIP session to dive deeper into your retirement goals and design the life you want. Complete with a personalized roadmap, you'll be on your way to a dream retirement. Don't wait to take action. You deserve the retirement you dream about. Be sure to take that first step today. And if not, be sure to tune in next week for the episode to learn more and move yourself to a retirement that's possible.